Hello and welcome to the Heal Yourself with me, Sarah Dawkins podcast. We share people who've already healed themselves, along with health and wellness tips from myself. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the podcast that explores natural healing and holistic wellness. I'm your host, Sarah Dawkins, and today we're going to dive deep into the wisdom of one of the most profound minds in psychology, Carl Jung. We'll be talking about how his principles of self-discovery and shadow work can help you to heal naturally and discover your true life's purpose. If you're feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or like you're not living in alignment with your destiny, this episode is for you. So before we jump into the 7 laws, let's set the stage. Carl Jung was a pioneering psychiatrist and a psychoanalyst who explored the depths of the human mind, especially the parts we often shy away from, our unconscious, our fears, and even our darker sides that he calls the shadow. But what does this have to do with healing naturally? Well, when we suppress the parts of ourselves, whether it's negative emotions, traumas, or deep-rooted fears, they manifest physically in our bodies through illness, fatigue, and disease. So by acknowledging and integrating these suppressed parts of ourselves, we can heal ourselves naturally, emotionally, and physically. And this is where Jung's 7 laws come into play. So let's start with the first one. Know thyself. This is the first law. It sounds simple, right? But how often do we really take the time to know ourselves? This is about understanding your inner world, your desires, your weaknesses and your triggers. When you're not in touch with your true self, your body will let you know. Think about it. Autoimmune conditions, stress disorders, and even chronic pain. These can be physical manifestations of unresolved inner conflict. So start your healing journey by asking, who am I really? What drives me? And what am I avoiding? Self-awareness is the foundation of healing. Next, let's move into the shadow, the parts of you that are suppressed or rejected. Maybe it's anger, shame, or fear. Jung believed that suppressing these parts of ourselves leads to mental and physical ailments. So to heal, you must integrate your shadow. I know this from my own journey with addiction and autoimmune diseases. Facing those parts of myself that I didn't want to see and working through them was a huge part of my healing. So start by asking yourself, what am I resisting? What am I avoiding? And don't be afraid to shine a light on that darkness. Once you've faced your shadow, you begin the process of individuation, becoming your true self. This is about breaking free from societal expectations, from who you think you should be, and stepping into who you really are. In the context of natural healing, this is critical because stress and illness often arise from trying to live a life that's not aligned with your true self. When you move towards individuation, your body and mind will naturally start to heal. Now, Jung also believed that life sends us signs through what he calls synchronicities or meaningful coincidences. These are moments where life aligns in ways that feels magical. And if you pay attention, synchronicities can guide you to your purpose and even aid your healing journey. Maybe it's meeting someone who offers a solution to a health challenge, or stumbling upon the exact information you need at the right time. Trust these signs as part of your healing process. Law 5 is about living authentically. It's about aligning your life with your inner truth. If you're living a life that's inauthentic, your body will feel it. Stress, anxiety, depression, they often stem from the disconnect between who we are and how we're living. Healing naturally requires courage to step into your calling. What makes your soul come alive? What lifestyle nourishes you? When you live authentically, you'll start to experience healing on every level. Jung believed that certain universal symbols called archetypes live within all of us, and recognizing these archetypes can help guide us in our own healing journey. These symbols appear in myths, stories and dreams across cultures, and they represent essential patterns of human behaviour and experience. Understanding and working with these archetypes can help you navigate life's challenges and heal naturally. So let's go over some of the most important archetypes and how they relate to healing and life purpose. Let's start with the hero. The hero represents courage, determination, and the will to overcome obstacles. In your healing journey, the hero archetype is the part of you that rises to face challenges, whether it's battling a health condition or overcoming internal struggles like fear or doubt. The hero pushes forwards even when the path is difficult. The healer. This is the part of you that seeks to restore balance, health and harmony. It's the compassionate side of yourself that nurtures your body, mind and soul back to wellness. In self-healing, the healer encourages you to be patient, gentle and loving with yourself, using natural methods like nutrition, rest and emotional healing. The shadow archetype represents the darker aspects of your personalities, your fears, insecurities or desires that you may suppress. As we mentioned earlier, healing requires that you confront and integrate your shadow instead of denying it. Only by bringing it into the light can you move forward into wholeness. The mother archetype represents nurturing and care, as well as unconditional love. This could manifest as how you take care of yourself, offering self-compassion, nourishment and safety. The mother archetype also asks you to reconnect with your body and trust its wisdom and provide it with what it needs to heal, just as a mother cares for her child. The sage represents wisdom, insight, and the pursuit of truth. In your healing journey, this archetype helps you to reflect deeply, seek knowledge, and develop the clarity to make the right decisions for your health and your life. The sage urges you to look beyond surface level fixes and seek true understanding of yourself and your condition. The warrior archetype is about strength and discipline and perseverance. This is the part of you that takes action and fights for what's right, even when it's difficult. In healing, the warrior reminds you to be resilient and fight for your health, standing up to challenges, whether that's an illness or an unhealthy habit. The lover archetype is about connection, passion and joy. This is the part of you that seeks deep, meaningful relationships with others, with yourself and with life itself. Healing isn't just about getting rid of symptoms. It's also about rediscovering joy and passion. The lover archetype invites you to reconnect with the things that light you up. The child archetype symbolises innocence, curiosity and the desire for new beginnings. The desire for new beginnings. Tapping into your inner child can bring a sense of wonder and openness to healing. And the child also reminds you to play, rest and embrace life's simple pleasures, which are all essential for well-being. The wise old man or woman. This archetype represents the deep inner knowledge that comes with experience and time. In the healing process, this part of you offers profound insight and teaches you to trust your intuition. The wise old man or woman encourages you to learn from life's lessons and apply that wisdom in the journey towards healing. So these archetypes are all universal aspects of human experiences. By recognizing which archetypes are the most active in your life, and perhaps which ones are being neglected, you can unlock powerful energies for healing. For example, you may need to embrace the warrior when you're facing a tough health challenge, or call on the healer when you need to nurture yourself. Understanding these symbols can help guide you towards healing and wholeness that you seek. And finally, transformation through suffering. Jung believes that our challenges hold the keys to our transformation. I'm sure you can relate to this, as I can. In my own journey, I found the most painful experiences, dealing with addiction, chronic illness, depression, became the catalyst for my greatest healing. When we stop avoiding pain and instead face it head on, we transform. So instead of seeing your suffering as something to escape, see it as the gateway to your healing and your life's purpose. So now we've gone deep into the 7 laws, but how can you start applying them to your life right now? Well, here's some steps. You could start journaling. Self-awareness. Write down your feelings and fears and desires and get to know yourself. For the shadow work, you can identify one part of yourself that you've been avoiding or rejecting and work through it with compassion. Listen for synchronicities. Pay attention to the signs and coincidences in your life. Trust that they're leading you in the right direction. Align your actions. Take one small step every day towards living more authentically and in alignment with your true self. So that's it for today's episode. I hope these 7 laws have given you a new perspective on healing naturally and finding your life's purpose. Thank you for listening. Please share this podcast with anyone who you think will benefit. And can you leave me a review wherever you've listened to it to help me reach more people? Thank you.